Hello guys and welcome back to another video on the channel. Thanks a lot for joining me again today. Now I want to start off this video by saying thank you for your support on the previous video. It is the most popular video on my channel by far, and it looks like you guys are really enjoying the series so far, and I'm hoping that that continues. As always, thank you for your comments. There's two of you specifically that have reached out and really helped me out here. There's Stephen Spry, as always, with his knowledge about the emissions that we were talking about in the last episode. And then also we've had Robbly Wobbly giving us a few comments, to be fair, and some really good advice. It seems like he's spent a lot of time messing about with trams himself. To start off with, I want to address the comment from Stephen and what we were thinking about in the last episode with, as far as emissions go. As you can see with the red emissions here, because this tram's coming down and into the town constantly, it's having a negative effect on all of the buildings here. And then if we have a look at the land use layer, you can see that that is all of our residential area. Now, what we need to do, because this is having an overall impact, at the minute it's down to 10%, but as soon as the tram comes in, it goes up to 20 and sometimes 30%. And that's harming to minus 30% on the town's growth. So what I want to do is, if we have a quick look at the cargo layer, you can see that these are the buildings here and the city growing out in this direction that are requiring the bread and the fuel. So what I want to do is put a truck stop down at this end of the town. And I've got this one that's a mod that I found on the Steam Workshop. It's called By Era. And we're going to go electric, so that's a little bit of a spoiler, because apparently that's another way of getting the emissions down. We're going to up it to 20 meters. Also, what we want to do is, you can see that this has got different eras. And now, I'm not sure what the difference is. I haven't really had a look yet. I haven't had a chance. But it looks like it's just the curbstones that are slightly different. I think this one's got brown curbstones, and I think that's what we've got in the town at the minute from looking there. Now, I want to find somewhere that's far enough away that it's not going to affect the housing, but it's close enough into the town that it gets everything possible, just to give us the best. If I connect that to there, I bet that will. Yes. Now you see, guys, this is not only connecting to the road, but it also put the little street connections out here, and that just expanded it over there. Expanded the range of the truck stop to take into account the buildings there. Now, what we're going to need to do is upgrade this street here with electricity. An electric tram tracks, sorry. Trains on the brain. And now this road here, this is all commercial, so I don't mind the tram coming this way, as long as it stays away from the residential here. And then we'll have to branch this guy out. And shall we just join in here? I'd like it to be a little bit straight. There we go, that's a bit nicer. So now that tram can come down and deliver into here, so we can actually change that now. Or if we upgrade this country road now as well to electric, then we can also upgrade this tram. So I think we'll go, at the minute we're carrying 12. How much is Canterbury actually demanding? 43, and we're currently, so it looks like we can pretty much double what we're delivering at the minute comfortably. So if we're delivering 12, we can go up to about 24. So what trams have we got? We can carry our food in. That'll do about 24. So we're going to go electric, as I said. We've got 21 capacity, 28. I think 21 will be fine for now. If we swap that, we've already got a problem, so I'm going to hit pause. Could not connect all stations. Okay. And that's because we haven't put the new station in. Surely that's why. There we go, it's happy now, yeah. And that was because we didn't have the electric tram line coming down through the town. So that'll be happy now, trundling away. And what I do want to do now is delete this old infrastructure, because you do actually get charged. I mean, it'll be a minuscule amount for that bus stop there, or tram stop, whichever you want to call it. I do want to get rid of the tram track that we don't need, though. There we go, I believe we've caught everything there. Okay, perfect. So that's the first thing I wanted to address. So thanks for your comments on that, Stephen. That's really helped. And Robbly Wobbly also mentioned as well about keeping your trams away from the residential, other than the one that's your sort of local bus route, if that makes sense. So now what I want to do is look at what we're going to do next. So the next thing we want for Canterbury is either fuel or passengers. But what I think we're going to do in this episode is I'm going to bring some passengers over from Bexhill-on-Sea, and that's simply because we've already got the tram depot over there. We've already got a tram line in, so it makes sense to just it should be a quick fix. The road structure's already there, the depot's there, it should just be a couple of bus stops and some trams on, and that'll get us going. And then I want to change this delivery line again towards the end of the episode, so we'll get into that one when we get there. But for firstly, let's find a nice passenger depot. I quite like these ones. I was having a look at these here. Now it says 1920s era, but I don't mind being a little bit too early for that. Do we need 2 stops? Now this is where we've got to decide, do we have a local service and then an intercity? I think that's probably going to be the best, isn't it? So we'll go for 2 squares. We'll go for 2 platforms. We can have a square, centre line, we'll have a station sign, Centre Island Square. Oh, there's a lot of options here. Temperate. Pine and rocks. Maybe not pine. That looks quite nice, doesn't it? That looks quite fitting. So now we need to find somewhere that we can fit this in the town and it will connect to everywhere. That's a shame that it won't fit there unless we can make a real feature of it by doing that. 29,000. Of course, we need more money. I did forget we did pay back the loan, the 10,000 loan, the 10 million loan. Sorry, even that we started with at the end of the last episode. We didn't pay it all back. Let's see what we've got at the minute. We've currently got a loan of 2,000 out, so we've still got up to 8 million that we can have, should we need to. So we want to go for a bus stop. So we know it's going to be a tram stop, but we'll go. We'll have one on this side of the road, just sort of there, I think, and we'll do the loop around the town, picking up as many passengers as we can, and then probably come back down this small one. So what I will do is upgrade to electricity and medium street. We want this being medium, definitely. We're going to come back around that way, but I think we're going to head out this way. And for now, I will just double check. I believe that's everything covered. It is plenty covered, with room for expansion there as well. Now, do we? I think we are going to buy the bullet and get another tram depot down. As you see, it would be possible, once we've electrified the whole route from the other city for the intercity, to get trams out from the other end. But I think, for what it is, we'll get some local electric trams. And I think, for now, we'll go for 3. We want to start off at this main passenger interchange, and we just want to go around this town. And then we'll call that line TP for tram passenger. That is Canterbury Bus. So that's that first line set up. And now in Bexhill, with it being really small at the minute, I am just going to go for a bus stop here. We'll give it a medium shelter because it's going to be the only one. Or is it going to be the only one? Yeah, I think it is, realistically. And then we'll go for medium street. We'll upgrade all the street going through. Now, where are we going to turn around here? That's more residential, so I think we'll come this way to turn around, but we'll have to add a street in here. But if we keep this straight, this might just help the town to grow a little bit. And we're out of money again, of course. Ooh, that looks a little bit steep. Oh, it's not too bad, actually. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. And then what we need to do is upgrade. Now, this is one thing that puts me off the idea a little bit of the cross-country electric trams. Here, guys, I don't know if I really like the idea and the look of this all being electric. We'll upgrade that because eventually I think it's going to be anyway. Everything's going to end up being electric trams, isn't it? Let's be honest. The era of the steam tram didn't last all that long, I don't believe. So now we're coming all the way down to here, and then how do we want to get into this passenger? That can just come that way as well, actually, and stay away from the residential. That should enable us now to have a new route from Canterbury here all the way to Bexhill-on-Sea, and there's nothing coming up saying that it can't find that, so that's great. So we want tram passenger. This is Canterbury. Canterbury to, what's it called again? Bexhill. I'll put IC at the end there, just for intercity, just to remind us that that's what it is. And then we need some trams. So for passengers again, what do we want? Now that's something that I hadn't considered actually, guys, because we've got the damp trams carrying the grain at the moment. They can only do 16 miles an hour. So if we were to put this CE22 on, this Swiss tram, it is a lot better. It carries 21 people. I don't know if we're going to have the demand for that yet. I think we'll stick with these smaller trolleys again for now. And I'll put 3 of them. Will I put 3 of them? Yeah, I think we need at least 3 just to cover that distance. And then they're going to go on the intercity line. Hopefully that doesn't throw up any other issues for us. It doesn't. They're all coming out now, so let's have a quick look at those. They are pretty cool. They remind me a little bit of the American streetcars. Is it the San Diego trolleys? A little bit. Maybe that's just because it's a small electric box. But it's got the little conductor / driver stand at the front, which is really cool, with a little lamp on and a pantograph. And that's number 4. I wonder, are the others all numbered as well? No, they are all number 4. Oh, that would have been cool if they all had different numbers. So that's passengers now going to start getting moved in to Canterbury. That will kick in. And then the other change that I wanted to make, guys, which is quite another decent size one. Well, it's not that big really, but it will be moving forward. As at the minute, we've got these trams carrying grain all the way down. They drop the grain off here at the food processing plant. Then they're going back all the way back empty. And then this guy for the delivery is waiting there for the food and just bringing it in. Now, what I think I want to do is add another truck depot up here, or truck stop, sorry, up here, so that the guys bringing grain bring the food back to here, and then they only go empty from there. What I want to do is try and get it in catchment, just to future-proof us. At some point we're going to want this oil, I think, because we want fuel down in Canterbury. Now, if we can get it in a location here where a road connection would make it in connection here, or even if we just put it on the end here, let's just have a look. I'm talking myself into it as I'm doing this. If we can get a 30-metre station in here, oh, that will connect as well. There you go. We'll go there, and then these guys can bring the food back to this depot. And then once we start bringing, see, I can already see in the background here, we've got crude oil to fuel. That could be a line bringing fuel to here, and then the trams that are bringing the food at the minute into Canterbury could also take fuel. I think that's a plan for another episode, guys. Probably the next one now. I've got that in my head, to be honest with you. So after Canterbury sidings down here, we now want to go up to Canterbury East instead, and we now want to wait until fall whilst we're there, and we want to get rid of the original Canterbury stop, which is here. But then what we need is the grain guys to bring it from Canterbury Transfer up to here. Now they've gone on the same side there, so we'll change that one to go there. And then I want, just so they know what they're doing, at Canterbury Transfer, so that's down at the other end, I want it to load food. And here I just want it to unload everything. Because even once we start bringing fuel, I don't want them to start taking fuel away at some point without me knowing. But that may take a little moment to kick in, guys, but as soon as we start seeing that there's food on this platform, then I think we can be happy that it's kicked in and it's all working. You can already see here, I'm going to pin that one just so it doesn't get deleted. You can already see here that these buses look like they're being, buses, trams even. I'm so used to playing transport with having bus routes in the towns. They're already being quite successful, and they've already got a lot of people waiting at the stops. Well, not a lot, but for this time in the game, I think. We've got anything for connections here? Transport 0. No. Have we got anyone? We've got somebody waiting for the intercity line here. We've got 5 people waiting. Now, where are our first electric trams coming down? Here's one. Got nobody on that one. We have a quick look. There's 3 people on the line, and they're all on this one. So they are heading from Brexhill. So the line's all set up and working there for passengers. 6 people waiting now at that end. There's a few people waiting this end, so it looks like all the lines that we've implemented there are working. This guy, I believe, he's got food on board. Yes, he has. We haven't told them to wait for a full load, which is absolutely fine because we want the grain to keep flowing. And they're going to be dropping it off here. This guy's already got 12 food. This guy's bringing another 1. That's perfect. So now what that does is that'll enable us in a future video to hook up this fuel and any other materials. I can already see here a construction materials factory and stone there. And then Brexhill needs stone. Durham needs Brexhill needs construction materials, so does Durham. What I would like to do and what I thought about just before I started this video as well is this passenger line that we've just hooked up. I would like this to be a little loop here. I really do like the idea that I said in the last video of having sort of a scenic tram route up through this hillside here and then maybe a small tunnel through here and then down into Canterbury. And then it could all hook up as one loop around. So let me know what you think about that, guys. I think that'd be a cool idea. Now all we want to do is just look at this food now. So I think grain at the minute, I think we need more grain being delivered. So we can handle double the food, which means obviously double the grain, and it is a 2-to-1. So if we have a quick look at, find a grain line, what have we got on here? At the moment, we've got 4 trams, all carrying 18. So what's that? 72. So we could double that to 104. So, and now that line's electrified. There's no reason why we shouldn't do that, really, other than money is going to be one. So we'll get another loan out. Money's always an issue. So we can basically up this now to 104. We want any cargo here because we want to be able to carry grain one way. It looks like we're going to be electric, actually, again. Now, Robbly Wobbly did say in the comments, actually, that he uses trams a lot, and these become a staple. And for about the next 10-15 years, these will be our bread and butter. At the minute, we're carrying 74. Each one's carrying 18. So if we go up to 21, that's a small boost. 28. Should we go for longer ones? Yeah, we'll go for longer ones. And then I'm going to add... Oh, not enough money. I was going to add another 2 of those. We'll add another one. 600,000 wasn't enough. These trams cost an absolute fortune. They've come out of the depot. It doesn't look too ridiculously big, that, does it? And that will stop it from stalling these smaller passenger trams as well. And we've got 8 people coming back on that one. How many people have we got waiting? We can carry 11 and there's 20. Perfect. So the demand's outstripping what we're doing at the minute, which is a good thing, really. We've got 21 food waiting there. Where's the delivery trucks coming back? There's 21, and he's going to get back before the next food, so he's going to be full load straight away. That's perfect. We'll keep an eye on that, because now we've put more grain on. Or actually, do I bite the bullet? They're waiting for a full load anyway. We can't. We'll wait until next episode, guys, and we'll put another tram on there, just so that the food keeps flowing, because we've made it further away. It seems only right that we're doubling the throughput as well. You can see now the emissions have actually gone down to 10. And just to show, now we're all electric in the town, there is still emissions around this area, and that is just because of these trolleys. But it was at 20 before, and it's now only at 10%. So we've only got minus 10%. But the passenger links should start to come up once people start moving. Target population plus 50% here. Let's see what all of these are. Stations, traffic, destinations has gone up to 20 because we've put in the intercity route. So that 20% already is negating that minus 10%. So I'm happy with that. We don't want your buses. Oh, there was a new tram there though. Let's just have a look. What was that new tram? Was it a passenger one? No. Any cargo type? Oh, I don't know what that was. Must be me going daft. It looked like a tram to me. Maybe it's an asset. Just one to put down in place. But, right guys, I'm going to end this one here. I think we've made some quite significant changes in this episode. If you agree with the changes, if you've got any ideas on better ways to do things, then please do let me know. If you've got any ideas of any other mods or things we can use, let me know. I am going to play around with the one that Robbly Wobbly suggested. This, where are we? Let me find it and just show you quickly. It'll be under buildings, won't it? Yeah, this modular one. I did have a quick go off stream, off video even, and what it didn't look like when I connected up to the road. You can see now it connects to all the buildings and makes them turn the shade of white to make sure they're connected. However, if I connect it here, see, look, it's connected to that road, but it isn't connected to the buildings. I think it's very delicate on how it works, and for some reason it's a little bit finicky. It won't connect in exactly the way you want it. So I would like it there, but it just says collision, and as soon as it goes to blue, you can see it isn't highlighting any of those buildings anymore. And to go white, it has to go there, and then it won't let me place it. So I was having trouble putting it down, but I'll have another play with it beforehand. But that's the end of this video, guys. Thanks a lot for joining me, as always. Hopefully your support will continue throughout the series and you enjoy this video as much as you did in the last one. Hit the like button for me. It did show me in the last video that only, I think it's 25% at the time of recording, 25% of viewers are subscribed. So if it is a series that you want to follow along with, guys, please do hit that subscribe button, because all that does is let YouTube know that people are enjoying the video, and it sends it to more people who like the things that are tagged in this video. So Transport Fever, the game, transport in general, trams and trains, anyone with the same kind of set of likes as the rest of us, it'll help enable them to find the video as well. So yeah, thanks again, guys, and I will catch you in the next one.
I guess